Hello there, friends, foes, enemies, men, women, children, undecided genders, and of course, people who love and hate me equally. This is where we all come together to make fun of current events. This is not the Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Corden, Jimmy Ellen, Jimmy Oprah, Jimmy Colbert, or the Jimmy Trevor Noah show. You're watching The Right Show. That's right, we come to you at the right time in the right place each and every week. It's very simple to watch our show. You can leave comments and I will put them on the screen if I see them in a timely fashion. We find out where everyone's from. It becomes a little bit of a community and it's a lot of fun. I just got back from Batavia, Illinois, and we had a great time. And so many people there were like, I watch The Right Show. I'm like, that's what we're doing. So podcasters, if you're listening to this, there might be a link you can watch along, a lot of visuals we might be doing today. And I want to tell you what today's episode is all about. Ben gets afflicted dealing with J.Lo. Biden calls the USA a bunch of white supremacists. I'm half Persian. I didn't even realize that. We vote on who to add to the monument Mount Touchmore. And 2 KvonComedy clips. It's all happening right here, right now on The Right Show. The Right Show has been described as a support group for normal people. This is where we come, hang out, blow off steam before going back into the regular world and dealing with mainstream radical leftists, the people who think there's no such thing as gender, there's no such difference between men and women, there's no such thing as a great country. George Washington was our enemy. Abraham Lincoln was the worst guy ever. Thomas Jefferson needs to be torn down. This is what the mainstream talks about. Colin Kaepernick gets $1 million deals for saying that. And then I say, no, it's a great country. And I'm the rebel force. I'm the controversial one. I'm the bad, bad boy. With that said, we have done 110 episodes. Yes, YouTube subscribers are up thanks to a few comedy clips, 387,000. Facebook, 220,000. Instagram, 125,000. And TikTok, we have to revise it. I just had a clip going viral on TikTok about ladyboys. Someone shared it in Thailand. People in Thailand are sharing it like crazy. Apparently it hit home to them. 138,000. So we did it. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, I want to know right now, where do you live and what is your favorite American monument? Mine is Mount Rushmore. Someone put a meme out there and then said, why don't we have a Mount Touchmore? And who would be on it? So they've put 3 faces on Mount Touchmore. Take a look, folks, and tell me who is missing from this elite group of 3. Now, I'm going to give you a few options and I want you to try and vote on them or come up with your own. I'm totally open to it. We've got Epstein here. We've got Harvey Weinstein, and it's the Bill Cosby. Now, I think we're missing Bill Clinton. I think he'd do great right here in the middle. Big old spot for his head, you know. Come on, Monica. We could put here Anthony Weiner. A lot of Democrats' last name is Weiner, Weinstein, Weiner Boy, Weinerheimer. Anytime you have Weiner in your name, it's on your business card. You got Weiner on your desk clock. You got Weiner on all your mail. And all day you're thinking about Weiner subconsciously. Then a beautiful secretary comes in your office and you're like, oh, what have I been thinking about all day? Weiner. So the name Weiner should not be allowed because men can't handle thinking about Weiner all day. We need to stay focused. You should name yourself Anthony Taxes or Metaxas. You could name yourself Harvey Chores. But if you're naming yourself Harvey Weiner, Anthony Weiner, I don't know what's going to happen to you. Next, let's see Joe Biden. Hey, come on, man. Not a joke. I'm a politician, and I've been told, the corn pop said you can pop some of these girls, finger pop them with the corn pop. All right, so let's see. We've got Uncle Joe in there. The people are voting. Ellen DeGeneres. How about a double? Bill and Biden. How interesting would that be? Absolutely. Prince Andrew. Well. Creepy Joe gets another vote. Interesting. And I think Joe Biden has just taken the championship. But go ahead and read in the comments and find out if your pervy vote should end up on none other than Mount Touchmore. When we come back, we have a whole lot more of The Right Show. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to talk about something that Ben Affleck did to J.Lo, a.k.a. J.Lo. It's all happening right here, right now. Stick around. All right, Batavia was fun. It's a little suburb of Chicago. Fantastic people, beautiful river running through the town. Sold out comedy shows. What more do you want? I want you to see a sneak peek of my show when a ski club came. Now, there's no major mountain ranges in Batavia, and there's no ski lifts. It's not winter, but the ski club still gets together and goes to comedy shows. I was blessed, and I was so glad they were there. You ask, who's part of the ski club? 50 people in a crowd full of 200 say, yeah. I said, wow, that's a cool ski club. Take a look.
I am excited to be in Batavia. I never thought I'd say those words, but here we are. But no, this is a beautiful community. I'm so glad. I don't want to perform in Chicago. This is as close as I want to get to that city, so this is perfect for me. I like it. It's so different. Like in Chicago, you could get shocked. In Batavia, you could join a ski club. It's just a world apart. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. Are you a member of the ski club? That's why we're at a comedy club now. We had a little incident on the slopes. Hello, sir. Don't bump into her shoulder, sir. You stay far apart. I'm so worried. I want to make her laugh, but not really. Like I think be very sensitive to your neck brace needs.
So there you have it. You get a little neck brace action. She was wearing a neck brace in the front row, and trying to laugh, but also you don't want to jerk, so you have to lightly giggle. I don't want to be responsible for more injury. But it was funny. I saw her and I go, I got to ask, ski club? She goes, all right, let's keep it moving. A lot of people don't realize this, but I did a joke about Vietnamese food and said the pho is so good. And there's restaurants called Good Pho You, Pho King. There's a restaurant called Pho Kim Long. These are not bad words. This is Vietnamese food. So I want to open a drive-thru called Go Pho Yourself. People love the joke so much. The merch is flying off the shelves. T-shirts have arrived. You come see me on tour, you can purchase a shirt that says Go Pho Yourself. It looks something like this.
During the pandemic, they shut down a lot of these restaurants. I was like, I have an idea for a Vietnamese restaurant. We'll make it a drive-through only Vietnamese restaurant. Drive-through only, you take the ingredients, you eat them at home. I already got the name picked out. Go Pho Yourself. Politicians like, you're not essential. Go Pho Yourself. We open. Vietnamese, that's my favorite kind of Asian. You know why I like Vietnamese? Because the food is delicious. They have a soup. It's spelled P-H-O. You ever heard of that soup? Yep. When I went there, first time, I go, can I try your pho? The lady's like, it's not pho, it's pho. Then I realized the name of her restaurant was hilarious. It was Good For You. I'm like, damn, that's funny, man. I was like, this is good for me. That's good. But then I started looking for Vietnamese food all around the world. I went to Las Vegas. I kid you not, there's a lady there named Kim Long. So she opened her own restaurant and named it after herself. It's called Pho Kim Long. Accident? I don't know. Pho yourself.
I hope you liked that merchandise, those shirts, and the joke to go with it. When all the horses are pulling in the same direction, magical things happen. So get your Go Pho Yourself merchandise. Hats, backpacks, tote bags, of course, sandals, t-shirts, hoodies, and jackets, all on teespring.com/GoPho. We all know boxers are extremely mischievous animals, and they have a human quality to them. My dog grabbed a ball and shredded it, and then sat on the bed and looked at it. And when I picked up the piece and showed it to him, I go, did you do this? I mean, they know, and I didn't raise my voice. I didn't say I'm going to punish him. Oh, no. Is this you? He knew right away that is not how things are supposed to go. Take a look at this cute boy. How could you stay mad at the face? Like this or like that?
What is it? What is this? What is this? You've never seen that before? And all this? Really?
Tug, Reno, tug. This is funny. Whenever Reno's with me in the airport, a lot of kids want to run over and talk to him, pet him, play with him. He loves his rope. So I told the girl, you can hold the rope. And she got into a full back pull. It looked like a Coppertone commercial. Well, Coppertone, he's grabbing the swimsuit and pulling it. This time, Reno is just pulling the rope. Much more appropriate for 2023. Next, we have none other than the upcoming tour dates. Oh, I want you to check them out. Now, let me tell you how tour dates go. Hollywood in Toto covers my show. This is a great writer. And Christian Toto, if you've ever read his work, it's concise, it's clearly written, it's truthful and honest. Unlike so much journalism on the left, he nails it. And he covered a show that I did, which was like an honor. I love being in any kind of a write-up. He covered a show I did in Albany, New York. I'm going to read it to you so you can check it out and you can see what we're doing. And I hope you will support these comedy shows because they're so important. And I'm going to read the title to you and we'll go from there. So take a look right here, folks. It says, Comedy Under Attack, Stand-Up in the Age of Woke Mobs. Dave Chappelle, Cumia, Kvon, Chris Rock, and Denny. Which comedian will be targeted next? I just love that my name is associated in the same article as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Here we go. By the way, that's, these are idols why I got into stand-up comedy. How many security cards does it take to stage a comedy show? That's not a joke, and it's certainly not funny. Comedians increasingly risk their lives for trying to make us laugh. The slap heard round the world was only the beginning. Yes, Will Smith's assault on Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars got plenty of attention. The media also pounced when a member of the audience jumped on stage at the Hollywood Bowl last year to attack Dave Chappelle with a knife in his backpack. Other, more ominous threats of violence routinely fly under the media radar. Depends who's getting attacked, right? Right-leaning comedian Kvon, which, by the way, I'm strictly a moderate comedian with common sense, which makes me far radical right in America because the people who run the country right now are far radical left. So being in the middle is far right. Does that make sense? Okay. Right-leaning comedian Kvon, whose stage show is both traditional and mostly bipartisan, shared an Instagram post this week sharing the security measures behind his recent show. The Persian American, son of an immigrant, first generation, okay? This is the far radical right wing compared, as Joe Biden will tell you. The Persian American comedian teamed up with Turning Point USA for an April 18th event in Albany, New York, where cooler heads prevailed. Yeah, when we do a show, nothing goes wrong. When the left shows up, the fit hits the shan. The far left protesters were out in force, though, and local law enforcement made sure the show went on as scheduled. The comic said he required a police escort to leave the campus at the University of Albany. Very true. In this case, the number of security professionals was 12, according to Kvon, but news sources said the number was actually 15. All true. So just to do a comedy show at a university, the bastion of free speech and open-minded ideas, I had to have 15 police officers. I thought it was 12, but they had to have hidden ones. They probably dressed like the Bush, and they just wait for a purple hair radical leftist to throw a can of soup, and they pounce on him, pow. So anyway, the point being, thank you, Hollywood and Toto, for covering what happened. Turning Point USA creates a free speech environment so I can continue to do comedy on college campuses, because if not, then it's just comedy clubs and cruise ships. And when those college kids graduate, if they've never been exposed to open-minded, fair-minded people, then they will be in your company and at your comedy club and on your cruise ship next, and comedy will be dead for everybody. So I believe I am doing more than just a little personal comedy show. I'm doing work for our fine country. Do you agree? Put it in the comments. Let me see what you think. And if you hate me, think I'm racist, bigot, sexist, Islamophobe, then just say, hey, I vote for Biden, and I'll understand exactly what you meant. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with a whole lot more of The Right Show after this. Hey, so I thought this was really interesting. Upcoming tour dates, and I hope you'll find one. If that's what we're putting up with on the streets, then I need you to show up to one of these shows, send your friends, and make sure we pack them out. I'm going to read these tour dates, and I want you to be there. Rally, folks. Now, we already did Batavia, so let's go. Boca Raton, Naples, Las Vegas, Huntington Beach, Brea, Oxnard, Monterey, California, San Francisco, California, Minneapolis, Austin, Dallas, and we've just added Vancouver, Edmonton, and Raleigh, North Carolina. If any of those dates sound good to you, visit KvonComedy.com. Bring your friends. It is time to laugh in public and not be shamed for it. Right now, it is time to talk about something we don't want to. Joe Biden blames America and white supremacists for all the problems of our fine nation in front of young black people. Imagine this. The radical left says diversity is our strength. The more diverse we are, the better. But they also advocate for historically black colleges. Now, I can see the value in a historically black college that has 99% black people if that's what you want to do. But don't tell me that diversity makes the country better and then encourage black people to go to a 98% black school, because that means you are robbing them of their strength. Or you're lying and you just want historically black colleges for you, a black graduation for you, BET black TV for you. And if there's a lot of white people, you want that shut down, closed down, mocked, made fun of, and told you can't have that anymore. I think that's really what's going on. So Joe Biden goes to a historically black college, as Democrats say, diversity is our strength. And he talks to a group of 98% black people. And he tells them, these people are about to enter the workforce. He tells them white supremacy is the biggest problem we face. What would that do to you if you were a impressionable young mind? Maybe you're on the fence about the country, and then the president of the United States comes to confirm your darkest fears that half Persian podcast hosts and white people all across America are supremacists. They're better than you. They think they're supreme. And when you look at them, you should understand they're supreme. They're out to get you, and they're your enemy. Thank you, Joe Biden. It looked a little something like this. And watch the poor white guy that had to sit there and listen to this.
Stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. And I'm not saying this because I'm at a black HBCU. I say it wherever I go. The most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
Unbelievable. That poor guy. He was like, I'm a white guy. I'm at a historically black college. I'm trying to honor these students and hope they'll be productive members of society. And here an 82-year-old who's lived in a gated community with 15 police officers around him his whole life. He's never been to a bodega that got robbed. He's never been walking down the sidewalk by himself and got approached by 3 homeboys. He's never looked at the prison population. He's never talked to judges and figured out, why did they sentence this way for this group? Why did this person get that punishment? No, he just sits there from the ivory tower going, well, I'm looking at the stats. There's too many black people in jail, so there's racism. Not a joke. Come on, man. Corn Pop was black. So he was wearing his white supremacy outfit, and he was pandering to a bunch of blacks like he always does. What else is new? So let me ask you, do you believe white supremacy is our biggest problem, or do you believe Joe Biden is the biggest problem our nation is currently facing right now? Put it in the comments.
The most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
If white supremacy is such a big problem, then why are black supremacists doing so much crime? Black supremacy is the idea that you can break any law, steal whatever you want, and act like because you're black, you're supposed to do that. Now, we all know great black people, amazing black people, teachers who are black who want to help people, politicians, Ben Carson, doctors. But for some reason, black criminals try to get all the other blacks to say, look, they're arresting me. That's what they think of all of us. So I ask you, smart, intelligent, hardworking black people, don't associate with them. Say, nah, that's all you, motherfucker. Because you at TJ Maxx all by yourself.
And a good Samaritan trying to stop 2 alleged thieves at a TJ Maxx in Mira Loma. Dramatic video captured by a customer showing the takedown at the location on Limonite Avenue. At least 2 women wearing black hoodies seen trying to walk out with arms full of purses. But when the second one tried to leave, a man jumped in to stop her, tackling her, eventually knocking her to the ground.
Let me go. Let her go. Let her go. Let me go. What the Let me go.
After a brief struggle, the alleged thief was able to get away. It's unclear what merchandise actually was taken. So far, no arrests have been made.
When your government does not point out a real problem and help, when the police do not show up, when TJ Maxx decides to stand down, Walgreens shuts down, Walmart shuts down, citizens are going to take matters into their own hands. It's going to become FAFO, F around and find out university. And here we had a gentleman, he happened to be white, but he didn't do anything because he was white. He wants TJ Maxx to stay in his community so he can get great polo shirts and workout pants at a reasonable price and home goods. So if blacks keep using, and I'm talking about Black Lives Matter blacks, people who think they're the victim while they cause all the crime. If Black Lives Matters, BLMers, keep coming and stealing, TJ Maxx shuts down, ruins this guy's life. Police aren't helping. So now we see men, women, and children starting to fight back, taking the law into their own hands and saying enough is enough. And you know what? They say a man should never hit a woman. That man just grabbed the woman to hold her, saying, put these purses down. My wife wanted to buy one of those at a reasonable price. If you take 10 every time you come in and shoplift, now what? Now the price goes up for my wife's purse and we suffer as a community. And a lot of BLMers go, well, that's why they got insurance. Insurance is not meant to be used. Insurance goes up the more BLMers come to a town near you. So we all know that if these stores close, then BLMers have to start shoplifting online. It gets real tricky. So watch the gentleman. He actually is just restraining her. Then she thinks she can punch a 220-pound man. And he just grabs that weave. And, you know, she did a real good job securing that weave, but that was her downfall because she couldn't get out from it. Now, the media calls them two women in black hoodies. No, we have the president who's able to say, white supremacy.
White supremacy is the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland.
Well, if the highest ranking member in office can say that, then the news should be allowed to say, two black women in black hoodies were stealing yet again. Take a look one more time.
At least two women wearing black hoodies seen trying to walk out with arms full of purses.
Let me go.
An alleged robbery. Allegedly, yeah. You come in with a hoodie and a mask. This is no more Kovifi going on, and you're allegedly stealing the purses. Yeah, no, they put them all on layaway and they paid cash. Yeah, they paid in crypto when they arrived. I don't think so. When we come back, a whole lot more. Be careful when you're at TJ Maxx. Speaking of wanting to smack something, Ben Affleck is completely fed up. I mean, you would be too, dealing with a diva. The media watching their every move. You know, she's hot, she's cold, she's up, she's down, she's left and she's right, whatever the Katy Perry song is. Well, J.Lo is just like that. Watch poor Ben Affleck getting afflicted with dealing with J.Lo. I just love that. Chivalry is not dead, but it is on life support. We're going to zoom in. You're going to watch the anger in which he slams that car door. She has her latte. She has her green juice. She has her new Lululemons, but he probably didn't do one thing right. I mean, we've all been with that woman who will tell you the one thing you did wrong today. Well, babe, I got the door 14 times. I got your green juice. I got you the Lululemons. We went to a nice dinner. Yeah, but on the way out the door, you looked at the hostess and said, thank you for dinner. Why? Because she's cute? No, she's the hostess. Oh, so that's what you want? Is that, open the door for me and take me to the car. Babe, you're supposed to talk to the hostess. Not like that, you're not. By the way, that guy over there is really cute. You look at that guy over there. Well, yeah, but I can do it because my intentions are pure. Watch him slam the door on there. Every man has been here. Some of us more than others. Be mad at what I got. I'm still Jenny from the hood. Folks, if you're dealing with a hardcore princess, then you understand what Ben is going through, and my heart goes out to you. Men, we should have solidarity and support each other through these tough times. You know, Latino language is so beautiful, and if you ever have the chance to learn to speak Latino, Spanish, Portuguese, these are the languages you really want to perfect. But sometimes in English, Spanish-sounding words sound even funnier. This Mexican TikToker made a hilarious video. I want to see if you like his Latino language lessons, naming your favorite brands with a Mexican accent.
Pabellon, Home Depot, AT&T, Walmart, Wendy, Burger King, McDonald's, Little Caesar, Starbucks Coffee, Costco Wholesale, Gold Star Member, Dunkin' Donuts, Yankee in the Box, Paris City, Pizza Hut, Verizon, Dorian Roll, Macy's, and JCPenney, Subway, Pepsi, Facebook, YouTube.
People have fun with their culture, their language. That was obviously a Latino of some sort, laughing about the way they say AT&T, Wendy's. I loved it. And the radical left believes that that is not funny. The radical left believes that was insensitive, horrible, racist. How dare you? So we really have, this is not comedy, this is war. Which side are you on? Please put in the comments and tell me which store or location he just mentioned that was your favorite. I believe a Starbucks, Costco Gold Star Member, and Wendy's was my favorite. But what about yours? I can't wait to read those in the comments. We'll be right back with a whole lot more of The Right Show. Facebook. I like that. See, everybody loves it. We can laugh together. In fact, I can prove we can laugh together because I took girls on a beautiful date, but made it awkward. This date was funny. A very famous internet star, Laura Cleary, was a main pranker. I was the assistant pranker, where her guy hated girls who take too many photos. And she's also complimenting how hot the waiter was. That was me. Take a look at the Shutterbug prank date.
Brian hates admitting that he's a busboy when people invade his personal space, and especially being called short.
Oh my God. You just had like the best face ever.
Best face?
Yeah, like no, your expression was like really intense. Can I just shoot you? Do you mind? Yeah. Right. Yeah, just like stay like that. Yes. Give me nostril flare. Yeah.
Nostril flare.
No, it looks great on film. Just flare it.
Look, totally bugged now. He's totally bugged.
You really do make love to the camera.
Make love to the camera?
Yes, you really do. Wow, you have a really great face. Do you mind if I take a photo?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, just like look at me.
Okay.
There you go.
Sweet. Yeah, let me know
Okay,
if it's...
cool. Now, can you do one like you too?
Oh, yeah. That makes
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yes. Yes. You and the waiter look so good together.
That's great.
Oh, you and the waiter look so good together. That was me. Give me that nostril flare. A lot of you are watching that in the comments. A lot of fun comments here. Putting them up on the screen. Subway. Tito. There's nothing wrong with laughing at things that are funny. The left can't meme because they have no sense of humor. Well, when life is so serious and everyone's a victim, how could you possibly laugh? Now, we are going to laugh our way all the way through the end of the American experiment. My 1 hour comedy show, Essential, is very funny. I hope you'll pick it up. You don't have to throw a tip in the bucket, a super chat. You don't have to throw stars. I don't beg for money. If you give it, I gladly accept it. I use it to market my upcoming shows. Naples is coming up, Boca Raton. We want those to be packed. But if you just buy the comedy special, Essential, it's $12. You're going to laugh for an hour. Who doesn't want to laugh for 1 hour for $12? Now, you can find Essential on KvonComedy.com. And the way to get more eyeballs on the special is I chopped it up in a little tiny fish food. So I'm feeding the fishy, and I hope this clip inspires you to go on KvonComedy.com, go to the shop, and order Essential. I tell my life story in a fun way and then make fun of the radical left. Watch this.
My dad's a good dude. My dad is a immigrant from Iran. He's Persian. Do we have any Persians in the house? I didn't think so. None. All right. We got one. That's how big a minority are, where there's only 1.5 of us right here. It sucks being a minority, but nobody knows. Like, my dad's Persian, my mom's regular white. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, and I don't get any minority credit because I don't look like it. Like, I'm just as Persian as Barack Obama is black. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. But it doesn't show. Like, all I have are my dad's Persian eyes. Very dark, very sexy Persian eyes. After the show, come see me. You see the Persian eyes. Very nice. I have dark Persian eyes, but I have my mom's light features. I look like a tired white guy. It doesn't play. Women don't know I'm exotic. They think I'm exhausted. They're always telling me, you need more iron. I'm from Iran. That's what it is, okay?
Shout out to Ryan Adcock. Now, I love that joke because you're making fun of yourself. Once you make fun of yourself, the audience is a lot more comfortable laughing about the other things you find funny. But it is very true. I have these dark Iranian eyes when the lighting is really good, so it takes away. But if you see me out in the streets, the eyes are dark, but I have light American features, so I just look like a tired white guy. And I've added to that joke lately where women have told me, you need more iron in your life. And the new tag I say is, no, perhaps you need more Iran in yours, my friend. So if I tell me if you like that joke. Tell me if you like the new tag that I've added. See, when you do comedy, you do the joke, and then later, a year later, you go, this goes perfect with that. So when you see a comedian who's been doing it well for 15, 20 years, you're seeing the structure of great jokes, but you're seeing 15 years of seasoning. Like a very nice Persian khoresh, a stew that has seasoned for more than 48 hours. I am seasoning for 17 years, my friend. So the jokes should have more depth, more meat, more Easter eggs. Like, damn, he just blew past that joke, but that was my favorite, but he kept on going. So if a woman tells you need more iron in your life, look at her and say, well, I'm Persian. Perhaps you need more Iran in yours. And she'll go, oh, she'll faint. That happens. The other thing about that joke is that, that cadence that I do is one that there's a woman, Ali Wong. She shouts the joke at that cadence and gets big laughs. And I realize, well, the staccato gets a laugh. So I go, I have bags under my eyes. Oh, I look like a tired white guy. They're laughing. And I go, this sucks. Women don't know I'm exotic. They think I'm exhausted. That is a very Ali Wong thing to do to your jokes. So if you've ever seen her on Netflix, everything is like that. I am sick of my husband. He doesn't make me wet anymore. He make me dry. You know, everything dang, 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 dang. So there's a little element of that, but I'm not copying Ali Wong. That is my joke. That's the way I tell it. But I just realized if you really hit that staccato, you know how bad it sucks to be Persian, but nobody realizes it. Women don't know I'm exotic. They think I'm exhausted. And you get the laugh. So tell me if you like that, these little elements I'm adding to my zereshk and my khoresh and my gorma sabzi, because half Persians are going to make you a delicacy like you've never tasted before, my friend. Hey, that's the end of The Right Show. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it? Freedom of speech is under attack. That's why I work with Turning Point USA, with Valuetainment, with anyone that wants to line with my values, and we go to the top. If you want to be a part of my newsletter, go to KvonComedy.com/newsletter. Put your email in, and you'll never miss when I'm coming to your town. And of course, if you want, visit your local podcast subscriber. Give them 5 stars. We tell truth through comedy, and we are waking America up with laughter. I'm going to keep putting your comments up on the screen, so keep leaving them. Tell me what you thought of episode 110 of The Right Show. Take care, and I'll see you in Florida and Vegas.